Okay, let's try one more time this discard deck. If you saw the last video, you saw me working with it. It's messy. Let's just be straight up honest about it. We're playing something that's really messy, and we went back and added some Storm's Wrath to try to really hold a little bit of control until we can get things going. And honestly, what we're really just trying to do is just see what happens when we start going off with things like Song of Creation and Glint-Horn Buccaneer. Bag of Holding, I think, is going to really help this out a ton. I said last time if I had more wild cards, that's the card I would need more of. Hazarat is something else I would add more of just because it gives us something else to help stabilize this deck. I just happened to pull one of these from a deck and then I realized it fits here, and if I had more wild cards I would throw it in. So let's go give it a shot. Let's not waste too much time here. We've already looked at it in the last video. Let's see what it will do. It's the first time I've ever done two videos on the same deck, but it just felt like we've got something that we're tinkering with here that we really want to see what it's going to do. So yeah, let's figure this thing out. And this is what I do a lot. I tinker, and I tinker in ranked sometimes, and so that makes it a little more difficult. But honestly, I've heard on some of the Facebook groups that unranked is pretty awful too, as far as getting matched up with meta decks that are just not real good matchups for testing, I guess that's to say. And Sparky is not a great place to test either, because it's not anywhere near a true idea of what your deck will do. So there's that. Alright, so we've got some ways to go get some land. We've got a little bit of removal. We've got some cycling, which is really what this is going to do until we cycle it enough to land it. I don't know, it's not the best hand, but I feel like keeping it because I am starting out with 3 land, which is not bad. Even though all of it will come into play tapped, that is not good. But it's something we can work with, I think. And again, it just in a lot of ways it depends on just how much of a meta deck we're up against. But we'll see. Playing against Killer MSC. I don't know who that is, of course, but cool name. Okay, so this is interesting. We're going to get some land down. We can't do anything this turn other than cycle that, which does not make sense because we need to keep going with land. So yeah, it was not good getting all tapped land, but oh well. This ought to be interesting. What's he gonna target with Thoughtseize? He's probably just gonna think this is the weirdest deck I've ever seen. I mean, it looks like we're focused on cycling if you look at what's there. And cycling does synergize extremely well with what we're doing. But then we've got some other weird things that are going to happen along the way. Let's see. So I'm thinking we're up against vampires. And maybe it's not just a straight up vampire deck, but it could be. If you lost life, it'll okay. I'm not. Alright, so the upside is we can play cards this turn. The downside is we didn't get land. So do we want to go ahead and target that right now? I think let's go ahead and target that for now. Slow things down a little bit. Wow. That's a tough threat early in the game like this. Very tough. We just saw that in our last game too. I don't know why that's becoming a thing. Alright, well, I'm not real happy with... Well, that was dumb. I clicked the wrong thing there. Okay, not real happy with what we're seeing here. Just not a great draw for us, and we're coming up against a deck that is just hitting their stride, churning and burning, and there's, I mean, it feels like it's over already. I mean, I do have some cards to deal with that, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah. Don't think we're coming back. Oh, this is so disappointing. I wanted this deck to at least be a little more playable. I guess that's the thing. It doesn't even feel playable right now. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna go any further. I mean, there's nothing that's really gonna change the outcome of where we're at. So, all right, I have to give it one last shot. I guess that's, I don't care as much about the winning and the losing. I mean, it's not helping my rank, that's for sure. But yeah, I can't go any further back, so who cares? No, I just want to see it function a little bit better. I've had a couple games where it did function and it was fun. I just couldn't quite get it over the hump, and I feel like the changes that we've made should be able to kind of get it over. So I'd love to just see it kind of roll out a little bit better. And the land really, really hurt us that round. I mean, we just could not get ahead. And they were hitting all their land drops and just synergizing really well. Well, I had to cut the last video off because we were stuck waiting on the server. Let's see, are we going to keep moving? I don't know. Here we go. All right, let's do one last shot. One last shot. And I mean, like, not just for the video. I think we're going to put the deck aside for a while after this. Like, video or not, I think I can't do it. I really wanted to see this thing work. But to be honest, it is way outside of my wheelhouse. I really enjoy just really basic ramping into big creature type magic. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I mean, some people might call that, you know, real simple, weak, even whatever you want to call it. That's fine. That is where I really enjoy the game the most. I say that, but I mean, I've got some other different types, you know, some sacrifice decks that I really enjoy. I've got some other strategies for sure. This strategy is not in my wheelhouse though. Let's see. Oh, yay, a Pride Mate. I mean, luckily I can deal with it pretty easily, pretty quickly, but I just hate that card. I mean, I don't know. I hate seeing the same thing over and over. I don't think I could hate it any more than I hate it. Alright, let's get rid of it. Jeez. Alright. Instead of cycling this, we're going to go ahead and get it down. That'll get us Glint-Horn. So the upside here is I don't see this deck necessarily having a lot of removal. I mean, white does exile stuff, so I'm not saying I don't think it's going to have any. I don't think it's going to have a lot though. So that's good. And there we go. Oh, that bit me. That is not a card I see very often. I mean, smart. Very smart. I never see that card. Okay. let's do this. I may have to hit that with a lava coil soon. Okay, nice. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, we can hit that with a lava coil. I don't need that yet. I could get that going soon, but I don't know. What in the world did he just do? Enchanted permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Good night. Well, luckily we can get rid of that. Holy smokes! Whenever you gain life, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. Well, a lava coil can't fix that. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a good game. I was not ready for that, folks. Well, I hope that makes a good video watching me concede, because that's what's about to happen. There's absolutely nothing I can do here. Golly. That was a lousy game. And again, I think the hard part is I don't feel like it really shows off how good or even how bad this deck is. Yeah, we just didn't get a chance to see a real representation, because even that didn't feel quite right. I mean, I don't know. Is that normal? Maybe. Maybe that's where the meta game is at. Maybe this deck just can't play in this meta. I don't know. We're going to retire it for a while. So you got to see round 2 if it was worth it to you. If you've learned one thing, don't play this deck. Or go find a deck list that's out there on the net. Again, I said this in the last video. I ain't got nothing against net decking, and probably wouldn't have been a bad idea here. I just didn't do it. I just thought I'd give it my own go. So maybe find one, and maybe even comment. Post a good Glint-Horn Buccaneer deck list in the comments. How about